Welcome back, Hive Mind. This is Shalazar with Hive Mind Gaming, coming at you with another Raid Shadow Legends video. So, big news, not surprising news, but big news. In 2 weeks, there'll be another fusion. So right off the dust settling from... Actually, I don't even know if the dust is going to be completely settled on the Yoshi fusion when we get a new fusion coming in. So the next fusion is going to be this bad boy right here. Dwarven Underpriest Brogni. So first off, he looks awesome. I mean, we all know, right? We know that if they're going to come out with a new champ, more than likely it's going to look badass. And they did not skimp here. So looks like, so with its name being Underpriest and with having the kind of bluish tinge skin, my guess is this is the version of the Dark Dwarves, because if you see that's got the same art concept as the gemmed cursed Lego that they brought out with the last patch. So it's got the same gems as in his mace, or in his, I guess that's a flail, in his flail, with some, looks like some spikes coming out of his head, the same as the Samar, the gemmed curse. And of course the same gems looks like are also adorning his jewelry here. So really cool looking. Cool tattoos, things like that. So yeah, it looks pretty awesome. I like the idea that this could be like a faction within the faction kind of thing, like the dark dwarves of the dwarven faction kind of thing. That's kind of neat. I dig it. So what is Underpriest Brogni? He is support magic legendary. So this fusion will be an old school fusion, so it will be, you will have to collect the rares and epics, level them, ascend them, and then fuse them to gain this fusion. So potions will need to be used for this, so keep that in mind. Also, there's nothing saying whether or not old champions or brand new champions will be used, but let's face it, it's going to be new champions. I mean, they haven't used any old champions in quite a while. My guess is they won't. So just be prepared that it will be all new champions. Now, let's get into his kit. So first off, his kit, his A1 is Deep Crystal Scourge. Attacks one enemy. Has a 45% chance of placing an HP burn debuff for 2 turns. So at first look, 45% chance is kind of typical for a legendary. Usually it's over 50% per attack. So with it being 45% chance, there's probably a good chance that his books will allow him to boost that up to probably 55 to 60% chance, which is pretty standard for that kind of ability. His A2 is Cavern's Grasp. Attacks all enemies, so it's an AoE. Has a 75% chance of removing 1 random buff from all enemies. So it cleanses, or so it strips 1 random buff, which is cool. Sucks that it's only 1, but the fact that it strips 1 and then the next ability has a 75% chance of removing 1 random debuff from all allies is really good. So the fact that it's only 1 random one sucks, but the fact that it's doing both of these things at the same time, really good. That is a really good ability. All right. And then on top of that, it increases the value of shield buffs on all allies by 30% of the damage inflicted. So that ability is going to be very similar to Miscreated Monster's ability, where his shield gets bigger the more damage he does. This guy's will be the same way, except he won't be adding a shield. He'll just be increasing a shield that's already there. So if you have someone like Miscreated Monster that throws down a huge shield, and then this guy comes right behind it and slams for another AoE and increases that already huge shield, I mean, that's going to be disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. But here's the big thing is, if there's not a shield already placed, then this will have no effect. I'm sure that will have no effect at all. Also, we don't know what the books are going to be on this guy. I guarantee it'll be 15 or more books, because Polarium. Cooldowns on four turn cooldown. My guess is that it'd probably drop down to a 3-turn cooldown once the books are put in, and those percentages will be probably boosted up to 100% once you put your books into them. So, awesome ability. Awesome ability. The possibilities are crazy on that. His A3, Resilient Glow, places a block debuffs buff and a 50% increase attack on all allies for 2 turns. Also places a shield buff on all allies for 2 turns equal to 30% of this champion's max HP. And here's the big one. The shield buff cannot be removed. That means you have to whittle it down. You have to whittle it down. A strong counter to Madame Cerise. Strong counter to Madame Cerise. Oh my gosh. Actually, to any buff stripper. Any buff stripper. Holy crap. That's going to counter Ray, who strips buffs and then slams you hard. That's going to be a counter to, everybody. Everybody that strips buffs. It's huge. So, huge ability. This is a fusion you don't want to miss. So my guess, I'm just making a prediction here. My guess, he's going to be tough to get. Absolutely tough to get. And that's why I predict that it's going to be all new champions, and all those champions are going to be super hard to get in the tournament/events. I predict higher points to get all of those from the events and tournaments to be way higher than they have been in the past. I will stake my I better not, because they're liable to screw me on that, but I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. All right. His A4 is a passive. Whenever an ally under a shield buff is attacked, it reflects 25% of the damage inflicted on the shield back to the attacker. So 25% of the damage that the shield takes is going to be reflected back at the attacker, which is, it's obviously, it hurts players more than it hurts the NPCs, but still pretty good. But it also heals that ally by 25% of the damage inflicted on the shield. So basically, it's based on whichever ally is being attacked. It's based on the damage that their shield actually took, that he placed, that it heals them for that. So they, later on in the fight, he's sustaining. This guy's going to be huge in ally defense and arena defense. Huge. It's going to be, this guy's going to be harsh for stall arena defenses. I would say every arena team will have this guy on their arena defense. There's just, I mean, I don't see a reason why you wouldn't have this guy in every arena defense team. I mean, just ridiculous, ridiculous. And then also, as a caveat, if there are multiple champions of this on this team with the same skill, it only activates once. That way, you don't, heal everybody 100% if you've got 4 of them. So that makes sense. But anyway, man, I mean, just crazy good. Crazy good. I guess the big thing is his shields on a 5-turn cooldown probably books down to a 4, but I would be surprised if it goes past that, because as good as it is, I would be super surprised if it books down to a 4. I think that the only way this guy wouldn't be that good is, one, his A2 and A3 don't book down. If his A2 and A3 don't book down, then this guy is going to be useless, and I wouldn't even worry about getting him, because Jesus, he'll be too slow to do anything. After the first use of his abilities, he's done. He's done. That's it for him. But as for allowing, if you are allowing his abilities to be booked down by 1 and possibly 2 on the A3, there's no reason this guy's not in every single arena defense, and why he's not played everywhere in the game. I mean, I could even see Clan Boss being the weakest location, but I can even see a Clan Boss team being used. I mean, because, you're throwing up a shield that's protecting your whole team, and then you're healing, all your guys are getting healed by the damage by 25% of the damage that the shield's taking when the Clan Boss does the big slam. I mean, at that point, that's huge. That's a huge, huge ability. Whew. All right. Anyway, I mean, this guy's good. This guy's absolutely good. If you can do it, if you can manage to get the resources to get this guy, get it. He's gonna be worth it. So, anyway, that's my predictions. If you like what you've seen and you want to see more, hit the like button and join the Hive by hitting the subscribe button, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.